Are you thinking about moving to Temecula, California? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys the top 5 neighborhoods in Temecula, California. And I'm going to give you guys a good overview of what each neighborhood has to offer. What if they have the parks, if they have the pools, what recreation activities, what are the school ratings like, as well as I'm going to show you geographically on a map where we're located in proximity to Los Angeles and San Diego. So you guys can kind of get an overview. If you ever wanted to leave town to go hit the beach or something, what you guys' options are, all right? So let's get to it right now. All right, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything that there is about living, eating, breathing, sleeping in Temecula, California, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you guys can be the first to know about the current market in Temecula, California. Hi, my name is Jonathan Hernandez, and we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you wanting to make their move to Temecula, California. So whether you guys are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would love to help you make that smooth move to Temecula, California. All right, guys, here we are. I got a map video pulled up of Temecula. So we're going to go over a couple communities, the top 5 neighborhoods here in Temecula. They're highly desired, what they got to offer, what the school's like, and just kind of Temecula as a whole, so you guys kind of understand where we are geographically located compared to other cities, towns, or states. Not states, but other cities and towns that are probably nearby that you guys might want to travel to go do some stuff with. All right, so here off, starting off in the map, I'm going to show you guys, this is Temecula. So this is the Temecula area. If I zoom out from here, okay, I'm going to show you guys, we are located kind of in the middle of LA and San Diego. So we're right here, all right, right here, dab smack in the middle of both locations. And as you can see, if you guys like Big Bear, if you ever heard of Big Bear, it's a great place to go if you guys like to ski, if you guys like to snowboard, if you guys just like to hang out, go to the lake, chill, relax. If you're an outdoor person, this is the place you want to go, right? And so as you can see, we're kind of just like in this big triangle of a hub, and we're right here in the center. So personally, I think this is the best location to be at. All right, and if you guys wanted to go to Vegas, Vegas is a little bit further out here, but it's about a 4-hour drive. If that, I'm saying 4 hours, that's probably with traffic. It's probably like 3.5 to 3. But now let's kind of zoom in so I can take you guys in neighborhoods. You guys are going to see hearts here because I put hearts on all the neighborhoods that I'm going to walk you guys through. And so I'm going to start from the south here, and we're going to kind of go work our way up. All right. So the first neighborhood we're going to start off here in Temecula, it is Red Hawk. So the Red Hawk community, I'm sorry, I'm trying to zoom in. The Red Hawk community, it's amazing. And so this community here has many features. They have a lot of stuff going on. And so as you guys see right here, they have their own little golf club. And so this Red Hawk community has a golf club. And they also have some other cool features. They have playgrounds, trails. They also have some dog parks. And they're actually located next to all the stuff you guys want to be next to. And so if you guys like the convenience of being right next to Walmart Supercenter or the hospital or a couple of good little restaurants here like Los Tacos or whatever the case may be, then this place is probably it. And so at the end, I'm going to take you guys on Zillow so we can kind of see the school ratings for each neighborhood and we can see what's going on. But you can see that within this community, you have Red Hawk Elementary, probably where the kids, if you live in this community, that's probably where they'll be going. We also have this elementary school, Vel Ranch Middle School. We got a couple out here, and so there's a lot of stuff going on here in the Red Hawk community. If you guys want to hop on to the 15 to go somewhere, you guys are not taking that far of a drive. So from here, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my little paintbrush. All right, from here to the 15, it's probably about a 5-minute drive. If you guys wanted to, anywhere in your guys' house, you guys wanted to go to Walmart right over here, that's, maybe another 5-minute drive. If you guys wanted to go a little further, You guys want to do some other stuff in Temecula, let me kind of show you where you guys would need to go. But you guys would probably hop on the 79, take the 15, and go to maybe Target, or you guys wanted to go to Chick-fil-A over here, or maybe you guys wanted to go to Costco or the mall. So you got a lot of stuff going off over here. You got a couple things going on here in Rancho, California. A lot of great areas. You got a lot of trails out here. You're close to all of the wineries. So you guys can kind of see all the wineries out here. So you guys would just take the 79, take all these roads to try to hit all the wineries. So all the wineries are within a 15-minute drive of the Red Hawk community. So that's pretty neat. And so that's kind of what they have to offer here in the Red Hawk community. Now, let me take you guys to the second community. So this is, in my experience, selling a bunch of homes here in Temecula. Paloma del Sol is, I want to say, the top 3 neighborhood that people love to come, and they just love to come over here and buy because they love what Paloma del Sol or Paseo del Sol too they have to offer. The community is very friendly. They have a lot of things going on. It's just very community based. These people here, the builders here did really great. And so Paloma del Sol, they have 5 pools, spas. Man, they have over 100 acres of parks and green belts, as you guys can kind of see right here, as well as a full basketball court, tennis court, disc golf course. And so this is where Paloma del Sol is right here. It's all of this area. Pull up my brush again. It's all this kind of area right here, and it kind of entwines with its sister neighborhood called Paseo del Sol. So Paseo del Sol, it's pretty much this half over here. Paseo del Sol and Paloma del Sol, they kind of share everything they kind of have, and the neighbors there walk through each other's parkways to go through the, different parks or different trails or whatever the case may be. But this neighborhood here, again, if you have family, if you have kids, they would absolutely love it. I mean, you would love it because you can take them to, the dog park. You can take them to the top park. You can take them to a little bigger park or one of the pools. If you're seeing one pool is packed, then go to the other one. There's 4 more to choose from. And so this community is really great. Now, in comparison, location where we are in Temecula, we are still a little bit south of Temecula. You're north of the 79 now. But similar to Red Hawk, you guys are close to Walmart, Home Depot again. You guys are close to the hospital. You guys are close to Old Town, which I didn't mention that with a Red Hawk, but you guys are both right here. This community to this is Red Hawk right here, and it's Paloma del Sol. You guys wanted to go to Old Town? You guys are 10 minutes away. It's not that far. I mean, it's just a drive right there. It's pretty cool spot to be. So if you guys like, again, to drink, go to bars, or have some good coffee, if you like going to good restaurants, there's some good restaurants out there. There's Be Good, 1909. There's some other good spots here you can go. There's a little arcade place. If you guys want to take your kids or you like the nightlife, you can zoom in here. Yeah, so 1909, Le Coffee Shop, very great. Havana Kitchen. It's a Cuban restaurant, so good. I recommend you guys going there if you guys ever visit, or if you ever move here, check it out. But if you guys are into country, there's this place called Stampede that they have some good country music there. If you guys like hip hop, there's some cool places there if you're about the nightlife. But if not, there's other things to do again. And so let me take you guys back to this neighborhood. So that's Paloma del Sol. They have a lot to offer in this community, and I think that's why it's highly desirable. It's just because they have all these great things for you and your family, and it's very appealing. And it's just, you wouldn't ever want to leave your home because there's just so much to do there. And so let me take you guys on to the next community. So as you guys can see, we're going to go north. All right. So the third community we're going to go over today is going to be the Temecula Hills. And so a little bit about this community here. They have their own golf course, right? So they have 18-hole golf course as well. The Temecula Hills community. Now this community here, they have a pool as well. They have a heated pool and a spa. They have a ballroom. I know they have a fitness center here. They have some game rooms, small parks, clubhouses, as well as a tennis court, basketball court, and a pickle court. I'm sorry if you guys see me looking to my left, it's because I have my notes right here, because I don't remember every single thing. I'm not scripted, and so I can't remember every single detail of every community that I go to, so I make sure to take notes for you guys. But they do have all these great amenities, just like the other two communities did. But it's a very green community. It's very friendly. They have a little veterans park here. You guys are right here next to a little town center, so you know you got the gas station, a Starbucks, a pizza place. You got Albertsons. If you guys don't want to go to Walmart, you know the convenience of Albertsons is right there. Again, here you guys are actually kind of closer to the 15, depending on where you live. But to get to the 15 freeway, you guys don't work in Temecula. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me kind of close out of that. It's not that much of a drive. All right, so you guys would go right here on Rancho California to head on to the 15. If you guys wanted to go on to Target, you guys are 7 minutes from a Target. And so you guys are kind of near a lot of things if you take this main road, Rancho California, or Margarita Road. Margarita Road over here will take you to the Promenade Mall, which is right up here. So you guys it's about an 8-minute drive, depending on where you live in the community, to take Margarita to go out to the Promenade Mall. And if you guys see my last video that I made a video at the Promenade Mall kind of talking about it and what they have to offer there, but they have a lot of things going on. So it is an indoor and it is an outdoor mall. A lot of great features. They have a bunch of restaurants and good food. If you guys want to go there, they're surrounded by a lot of things. So this is the mall, but they have a bunch of stores right around it. And so right behind the mall, they do have a movie theater here. There is a Costco. So if you guys have, if you're the Brady Bunch and you have 5+ kids and you guys want to go to Costco, there is a Costco right here that you guys can go to. All right, and so if you guys don't like Costco, that's okay. There's plenty of other stores. You guys got Winco's, you got Trader Joe's. If you guys are those Chick-fil-A fanatics, here you go. We got the Cheesecake Factory here, BJ's. We got some good stuff going on. If you guys never had In-N-Out, I recommend it, and you guys can swing on to In-N-Out. But for the most part, all these communities are fairly close to each other, probably within 10-minute drive of each other. But each one has different types of amenities and different types of things to do for your family. So not all of them have all the same amenities. Not all of them have the same recreational activities. As you're going to see here in Meadowview, I'm going to take you guys on to Meadowview now. Now this community, Meadowview, it's a very highly sought community. So it is a little bit higher end on this community. The price points are a little bit higher. But this community here on the houses have more acreage. And so you guys can see right here, this area of the map where it's just plain, all right? There's not much going on. It's because Meadowview is tongue twister, guys, apologize. It's consisted of a lot of homes that have acreage. And so they're not all cookie cutter houses. These homes are like, I consider them not very farm homes, but I've lived in the South before. I lived in Georgia where, a house has an acreage or 2 acreages or 3 or 4. Well, this community is just like that. That's exactly what they have here. And so if you guys see me zoom in, you can kind of see the homes and you can kind of see the lot lines here, how they have a little bit of more stuff going on compared to the other communities. If I zoomed into, for example, here in Temecula Hills, you guys are going to see the houses are stacked right on the top of each other, right? But that doesn't happen at Meadowview. So Meadowview, again, this is a little bit a higher end community just because the houses are a lot bigger, the lots are a lot bigger. This community here, what they have to offer, they do have a pool, they have parks, they have trails, but not that too much into it. So it's not as, I'm not going to say it's not as community based and driven as the other 3. But the houses are a lot more beautiful. There's a lot more land and a lot more freedom you can do in your backyard. For example, if you lived in probably Palamo del Sol or Paseo del Sol, your backyard on average, each lot is about 7,400 square foot. So You can kind of see a 40 by 40 backyard, 40 feet by 40 feet backyard. You can play with the kids, do a little bit of stuff here and there, but not a whole lot. Now, if you're that type of person where you want to go outside your backyard and you want to go kind of hang out and do something, you absolutely can. So again, kind of towards the end, I'm going to recap with you guys, and I'll try to click on some homes here on Zillow so we can kind of see what those houses look like. But that's pretty much all about the Meadowview community. Again, you're fairly close to the 15. From the Meadowview community, I would say you're about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on traffic, just because a lot of these roads here are very windy to get down, and the max speed you can go is like 15 miles an hour in that neighborhood. And so, it's going to take you a while to get out of your house. All right, and you are closer to the mall, to the shopping center, to all the good knickknacks here. You're a little further away from Old Town, but that's all right. So let me see, Meadowview is right here. My brush just keeps disappearing. So, you're that's a 15-minute drive from Old Town. It's not completely far, but it's not as close as it would be if it was Temecula Hills or Palomondoso or maybe Red Hawk, right? And so that's kind of all there is to know right there about the Meadowview community. Now, the fifth and final community, you guys, is Harveston. I didn't save this for last on purpose or anything like that, but I believe Harveston, in my own opinion, Harveston is one of the top 2 highly sought communities here in Temecula. And so Harveston has a lot to offer. So they have a lot of things going on in this community. Very, very community based. Here they have a 17-acre, you guys can see right here, 17-acre lake and park. Okay, they have community clubhouses that is on the lake. They have sports parks. So they have a baseball park, a football park, and a soccer field, which is pretty neat. None of the other communities kind of have that. Walking and biking trails, of course. They have a pool and spa, just like some of the other communities, but they also have a splash park, which makes it pretty neat compared to the others. It is they do have a dedicated elementary school to just Harveston residents, which is pretty neat. They are walking distance to the high school, and they're fairly close to everything. And so they're really right off the 15 and the 79. The 79 is just the main road that takes you further inland. But here from Harveston, you take Winez Road right here, and it's literally like 2 minutes. Boom, you hit right here, and you're on the 15. So you guys are right there. So that's why a lot of people love Harveston, for the location of where it's at, because you're right next to everything, and you can literally do everything in this community. So this community right here, is highly sought out. So this is their elementary that's dedicated to Harveston residents, right? And here's that high school that's walking distance. So here's a farmer's market right there. You got the Jiffy Lube if you guys want to get your oil change, and Lowe's if you guys are like to do a little bit of projects. The Trader Joe's. Here's the mall again, with Costco right here. And then there's the Auto Mall is somewhere around here as well. So the Auto Mall, I believe, is right over here. So there's a lot of things going on Harveston. Harveston is kind of very north Temecula. It's right before we hit the Marietta line. And so it's kind of ends right over here. I'll put a little line for you guys to see. So it kind of ends right here, and then you kind of go into Marietta. But it is a little bit north of Temecula, so you're not as south as Red Hawk over here. You're kind of just very borderline Marietta, borderline Temecula, but you're next to kind of everything right here. When I say everything, I mean the convenience stores, the mall, down Old Town Temecula, some things you guys can do, and you guys can head on over here to Marietta if you wanted to, and go to their grocery outlets and stores. But one thing I didn't mention was the casino. So the Pachango Resort Casino. All right, so that's down here, and it's a nice resort. You guys can go hang out by the pool, take the family, take the kids. It's really awesome. You guys don't have to go to the gamble. I don't, but I personally love going out there, going to the pool and hanging out right there and hanging out with the family. It's really, really fun. Again, a little bit about Temecula. I'm going to show you guys kind of where you guys need to be. And so Temecula, those are the top 5 neighborhoods, right? Again, in between Los Angeles and San Diego. If you guys wanted to go to LAX and you guys wanted to hop on a plane to go somewhere, that right there is going to take you, the LAX is somewhere right here. But that's going to take you about almost 2 hours to drive there. So it's about 85 to 90 miles to drive that way. However, we have a closer airport, which is the San Diego International Airport, which if you just drive a little bit south down the I-15, right here, it will take you guys about maybe roughly an hour to get to the airport, which is a pretty neat thing. We could also go to Orange County. There is a little airport in Orange County. Again, if you want to go to Big Bear, right up the road, that's an hour-and-a-half drive for you guys. But other than that, that's kind of where Temecula is geographically located compared to the surrounding cities next to us. And so, as I promised you guys, those are the top 5 neighborhoods. Now, let me hop onto Zillow, and I'm going to show you guys what the school ratings are in those neighborhoods. So, I pulled up the Temecula map. I already had it pulled up for you guys, all right? And so, Zillow is a user-friendly site, and so I use it for you guys because it's really kind of easy to get and understand. But if you guys click on a property in any neighborhood, majority of the time Zillow will put what school district that house falls under, or that community falls under. So for the first one, we had a Red Hawk community, right? And so if I click on one of these Red Hawk communities, it's gonna pull up the house, kind of what the house looks like, etc., etc. But this is what we want to see, guys. I'm going to take you down a little bit down here so you guys can see the school ratings. And as you're going to see, all of them are highly rated schools. Pretty neat thing. So the nearby schools in Temecula here in the Red Hawk area is you have the Red Hawk Elementary School, right? Of course. It's rated a 9 out of 10. That's a good. We have the Early Stanley Gardner Middle School, which is an 8 out of 10. That's good. We got Great Oak High School. That's great. So that's a 10 out of 10 school. And so that right there is a little bit about the Red Hawk community, and that's what their schools are rated here. So a 9, 8, and a 10. And I would say that's pretty dang on good. Sorry, that's my countryness coming out. All right, guys. So let me take you guys to Palma del Sol. All right, so Palma del Sol, sister neighborhood with Paseo del Sol. Let me click on this 3-bedroom, 2-bath right here. All right, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. All right, sorry. So that's kind of what the house looks like, and that's a little backyard it has there. Cool. All right, so right here, the schools are rated pretty high as well. Triple eights. All right, so we have the Palma Elementary, 8 out of 10. It's good. Temecula Middle, it's good, 8 out of 10, and Temecula Valley High, 8 out of 10. So that's some good stuff. And so you guys can see both of those neighborhoods are really good school jurisdictions, which is really great if you have kids. All right, so here we are in the Meadowview community. I'm going to click this $1.1 million home. All right, and so you guys can kind of see. So this is what houses in that Meadowview community look like. If you guys see what I was talking about earlier, check this out. Right, so you can see all this land, all this acreage. I mean, look at all that. To be in California, to be here, to own all that, that's probably why this is why that house goes for 1.1. Right, that's a blessing to have out here. All right, so here in the Meadowview community, all right, so here's the schools. So this Rancho Elementary is rated 6 out of 10. Okay, that's good. Margarita Middle School, 7 out of 10. And then Temecula Valley High, 8 out of 10. And you guys can kind of see the distances right there of where they're at to the schools, if you guys can have your kids walk there or not. I don't know about making your kid walk 2 miles, but maybe a mile, it's a little iffy. However, that's a 6, a 7, and an 8, which is still really well. Here in Temecula, I don't know of any homes that are under a 6. So again, if you guys see my previous videos, California goes by a percentile, a scale of 1 to 10. That's how they rate the school systems here. And there's not one school here that's less than a 6. And so that's pretty dang on good, just because that's why a lot of people tend to move to Temecula, is for the schools and for the school district, because of what they have to offer. Ooh, I'm sorry. All right. So that was Meadowview community. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed Temecula Hills. Where's Temecula Hills? Oh, I am a little lost. Oh, it's right here. Alright, so Temecula Hills. I'm going to click on this 849. Okay. Alright, let's go down to the schools. Alright, guys, so check that out, right? So we have Vintage Hills Elementary. It's rated a 7 out of 10. That's awesome. Margarita Middle School, 7 out of 10. And Temecula Valley High, 8 out of 10. So that's rated really, really well. That's freaking awesome. Alright, let me take you guys to the last community. And so the last community here is Harveston. Let me click on one of these properties here so we can see what the school district is like. Alright. So here we are. This is Harveston. And so as you guys see, apologies. Their dedicated elementary school that they have here is rated an 8 out of 10. That again, that's Harveston's dedicated elementary school to Harveston residents, which is pretty neat. And then we have the middle school, the James L. Day Middle School, 7 out of 10. That's awesome. And Chaparral High, that is a 9 out of 10. So you guys can see all these schools here, and every single neighborhood is really, really well. And I hope you guys found this useful. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out. You guys can comment below or schedule a Zoom call with me in the comment section. I'm here for any questions that you guys have. But I hope that was very helpful. Again, whether you guys move it in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We would love to help you make that smooth move to Temecula. All right, guys. You guys have a great one. Take care.